Hello and welcome to my stream. I'm excited to be here. This is my first stream in an entire fiscal quarter. I think my last stream was in late April. It's been a long time. I needed the break, but I'm very excited to be back. Partly because it means I'm able to be back, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be able to do things that you like to do. It's not always the case. Hi, Lackery. How are you doing? Sorry you hate your phone. Now, forgive me, Lackery. It's been so long. You have to remind me. Do I know you by a different name? I know I've seen you before. I just can't remember if I also know you by a different name on Discord. Accord! Okay, yes. Good to see you again. Welcome. You were quick on the uptake, too. I see we already have an ad break coming in. Love how consistent they are with that. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. Where should I go? I chose space because Outer Wilds. And to be clear, Outer Wilds and Outer Worlds are completely different. Outer Worlds is the one that's kind of Fallout-like. Outer Wilds is a puzzle exploration game with Majora's Mask themes. That's what we're playing today. Hi, Fleta! It has been far too long, I agree. Sorry for going MIA. That's my line. You have no obligation to be doing this. I have slightly more. Also kind of none, but slightly more. I'm really glad to be back, and I'm really glad to see you guys here. Let's see. We could do... not corns, no S. Not coral, no A. Not crypt, no P. It probably doesn't even start with C. I'm just focused on C because I know it's in there somewhere. We can be sorry together and happy to be back together at the same time. I like that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Kumbaya and all that. Why do I feel like this is a word? It's not, right? Oh, this is a word, though. That would have been insane. That was almost insane. Choir would have been a good guess. Churn. I knew churl wasn't it because no one even knows what churl means. I don't know what churl means. I just know it's real. Hello, Artemis Kvothe. I'm very excited to have you here. Artemis is a real-life, very good friend of mine, and they are actually why I'm playing Outer Wilds, so let's get into it. All right. What are your thoughts on Love Like You from... Is that Steven Universe? I can't remember if I've heard it. I've only seen the first season of Steven Universe, so I can't remember if I ever got to that song. It's been years and years. But if I like it, I like it. How about that? So I have played 2 hours of Outer Wilds 5 years ago. I just realized okay, yeah. I don't remember very much. I just remembered that it triggered my phobias at multiple points, and I had to stop. Artemis has even stronger phobias related to this game than I do, and they insisted that it was worth pushing through them because the game is that good. So I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna use your company as a booster to my courage so that maybe I can make it through this time. Outer Wilds gives me nightmares. It is a very, very good game. Won't be able to be here too long. I'm currently in Italy. Ooh, say hello to Elena and Aaliyah. I'm joking. You probably won't. You have no reason to. Anyway, I'm glad you're in Italy. That's awesome. $90 of roaming. Yeah, please don't spend any money on me unless you want to. Hi, and Revenant, it's good to see you again. I'm glad you're here. I'll say hello in thoughts. All right, let's begin our new expedition. Yeah, delete all my progress from 5 years ago. My 2 hours. Oh no. Wake up. Oh, I'm using a PlayStation controller, so I was like, I'm pressing X. No, they mean square is what they mean. Here we go. Ooh, the field of view is kind of wonky, huh? We're getting some major fisheye. Let's go to graphics. Oh, field of view is right there. Let's increase it? No, decrease it, right? I don't know how. Yeah, that's much better. Although I also can't see. And I think that is a symptom of me playing with daylight going directly into the window that is right in front of me. But yeah, let's that's so much better. I don't know if it's washed out for you guys, but I need it. So sorry, not sorry. Hello, Slate. Wow, you've got a lot of eyes, Slate. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. You sure you fixed the retro rockets? That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that, but hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Let's abolish phobias. Sounds good. Submechanophobia? That's not one I'm familiar with, I have to say. Requires launch codes. Man, this game sucks. I have phobia, abolition phobias. Oh no! Interesting, so you gotta crouch to jump like in real life. Who's playing guitar? That's pretty. Hi, Micah. Hey, it's you! Slate said you'd be blasting off your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you going into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. I'm still going. You better be. It's been forever since anyone launched into space. I really, really want to see it. Really bad. Hey, you want to try out my model ship? Slate says it's just like flying the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Sure, what could go wrong? Wheel. Oh. Let's reset. Did I skip over your question? I just can't read. Sorry. You have thalassophobia. Yes, you are correct. I didn't actually specify, but yes, that is correct. Okay. Submechanophobia is when you're scared of human-made stuff in the water. That's so interesting. I do sort of have that in regard to shipwrecks specifically, but I'm fine with like submarines and stuff. Stuff that's, Jesus Christ, I'm glad I'm doing this with the model ship first because I certainly wouldn't want to do it with, okay, there we go. Now oh no. Yeah! I done it. I'm so good at this, you guys. Now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta be gentle with the horizontal thrusters. I'm trying to get it in the geyser, just for fun. Yay! into space. Look at that, Micah. It's like you always dreamed. Oh. I'm sure my ship won't do that. The music in this game is so ooh. That's how I interpreted that. Bum 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 ba da 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 ba da dum bum bum. Oh, we can fly spaceships, but not open doors in this game. Hello, nice, nice, right? Nice. That's how you pronounce that. It's a kind of rock, right? Couldn't the probe snap a picture? There is a probe that takes pictures, but not the model ship that we just looked at. I remember that much because the thing that first suggested to me I might not be able to play this game was the probe you're thinking of. Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Tell me about the instruments. Oh, sure, I made all their instruments, you know. Let me see, there's Church drums, Rebek's banjo, and Gabro's flute. And Feldspar's harmonica, of course, though Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonica right around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space, that'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. Good to know. Big human-made stuff in the water is scary, and you know what's scarier? Human-made stuff floating in the water while attached to the ground underneath, like submines. Yeah, mines are scary. It's honestly silly how human minds come up with these things. Sorry for all the... No, it's fine. Artemis and I were just talking yesterday about how unnecessary and inappropriate oarfish are. If you're familiar with oarfish, they're very long, pretty large fish that just float vertically in the water. Unnecessary. Not appreciated. Awesome voice for Nice. They're Midwestern, I decided. This game is about the outdoors. Indoors is banned until further notice. It's not the inner wilds, Jonathan. Oarfish are fucking unnecessary biology. They are fascinating. I just want to read about them, not look at them. Hello, Marl. So it's launch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be a perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program, just say the word. Nice try. All you have it out. We all know you have it out for that tree. The launch pad is flammable? Isn't that tree flammable? What? No, I just think it's in the way and someone ought to chop it down, you know? Specifically me. You think that has to do with the time I fell out of it and broke my arm? That was when we were hatchlings. Who would hold a grudge for that long? Me. Keyboard's forked up. Happy for you. They are an omen of tsunamis in Japan if they wash up on shore. Got it. Okay, understood. I think koalas are more unnecessary given that they basically aren't meant to survive with how silly their diet is. Okay, but koalas are cute and fuzzy. Oarfish are neither, therefore koala wins. This projector is linked out to our Sky Shutter satellite, which is currently orbiting Timber Hearth. The satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras. See if you can take a snapshot of our village. Oh, I see. These are being taken in real time. Let's see. Where's our village? Lots of volcanoes on our planet, apparently. Did you ever hear a koala scream? I don't care if a koala murders a family. It's still cuter than an oarfish. Google says nice is pronounced nice in English. I thought so. Okay. I once learned that from a Magic School Bus computer game, I think. Did I think I might have... Ooh, big geyser. I think I might have missed our town. The reason I'm actually going to the trouble of doing this is I know that the probe that I'm actually able to pilot works very similarly. And I'm trying to get a feel for it. Is that our town? Yeah! Right there in the little crater. Huzzah! We found it. Jonathan approves of koalas murdering families. Beware, chat. That is not what I said. Koalas sound like wild boars in heat. Crater Town never bombed, not once. I don't know if you've played this before. I don't know if that's a spoiler. Please don't spoilers. I have only played this game for 2 hours total, and the whole point of this game is the mystery. I forgot to get my notes ready. I had a notebook around here somewhere, because I get the feeling that this is going to be a good paper pencil game. If you hear any stuff shuffling around, it definitely isn't because my room is very messy. So don't think that that's why. I've got a pen around here. Oh wait, it's on my desk already. Okay. Handy dandy notebook. Cool. Get out of the way. I mean, nothing's there. Don't worry about it. Crater, I hardly know her. Good one. No accidental space agency explosions. Are they all called after rocks? I don't think so, no. But Micah is a rock, come to think of it. Actually, oh no, you're right. Because Feldspar is also a rock. I don't remember the guy we first met. Porphy? If that's a rock, I'm not familiar with it. Rutile, definitely a rock. Marl, if that's a rock, I haven't heard of it. Yeah, maybe is the answer. Was just making a joke of them living in wooden houses despite having a space program, more of a NASA comparison. Got it, yeah. Missed the coziness of Jonathan's stream. I missed the coziness of Jonathan's stream. I really missed these. I guess so over the top, assuming that the crater was made from a cobbled together rocket exploding somewhere. I'm guessing you may be right. Or maybe the crater is from an asteroid, like normal craters? I don't know. We'll find out. Scroll up and please read all my all caps. I'm sorry, I do miss a lot of chat. Crater, I hardly know her. I did read that. I read that out loud and I said good one. Sorry if I did it too fast for your liking. Okay, let's see. I haven't spoken to Porphy yet. Heyo, hatchling. I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure among the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gossin open up a bottle of the good stuff. I hope I can remember any of these voices later. Probably not. Artemis not paying attention. I'm only seeking adventure among one star, actually. Other stars are too far away. Yeah. Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy. Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck. Yeah, keep some warm for me. I'm gonna be hungry when I get back. Oh. I went back the way I came. Oh, okay. All right. No, we're fine. This bodes very well for my flying abilities. Can't even walk right. I never actually spoke to Rutile. I just looked at his name. You actually blasted off of that thing, huh? They really don't explode as often anymore. All I know is between the space program and Micah's model rockets, things seem to burn to the ground around here more than they used to. That's probably accurate. Porphyric means darkened or something. Oh, alright. More natural interpretation would likely be that the crater is volcanic because of the geysers and also the tree in the middle with a platform on it. Well, it's pretty old. Good point. Good point. My money is still on Zero G Cave. That sounds adventurous. Why is the water doing like that? Water doesn't do like that. That's not how water do. Porphyr, gneiss, and glimmer are rocks that are found a lot in the Alps. They together form some other type of rock, but I forgot which one. Interesting. That's a camera? Oh. Huh. Something the naked eye can't see. Why are you throwing stuff? Hi, astronaut. You know the patch of ghost matter inside this fence? I guess, if that's what it's called. Garson said it used to be bigger when they were hatchling, because ghost matter evaporates. It just takes a super long time to go away. I hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm a grown-up. Ghost matter is awesome. It's super cool. It'll burn the heck out of you. Shouldn't be throwing rocks in there. Ghost matter is dangerous. You know ghost matter's how Tektite lost their foot, right? Yeah, I heard touching it hurts so bad, it feels like your whole hand's on fire. Try not to walk into any in space, okay? That sounds bad and painful. True, Arcos. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm gonna let you think for yourself instead of speaking out loud because it's your gameplay. Hey, look, you are very welcome to share your conjecture and your hypotheses and all that. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't like I wanted to make sure that if you had played the game, you were. Why did I do that? I just wanted to make sure that if you had played the game, you weren't assuming that I also had. Hey, Gossin, I need some launch codes from you. You have an eye missing. I'm sorry about that. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. What, because I need the fucking launch codes that only you have? Nerves getting the better of you? Right, like you weren't nervous for your first flight. Yeah, good. Everyone should be nervous going into space. I got cocky during my first flight and nearly put new crater in the moon. Still, I was never as green as you. I've gotten better. Think so, do you? Yeah, I just played with the rocket down there for a little bit. Feel like proving it to your old flight coach? There's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment set up down in the Zero G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute Zero G practice, head down the lift and into the cave, or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming up. Haven't played through all of it, but I got pretty far, so I'll assume that you don't know any more than what we have seen so far on this stream. That is a good assumption, because it's almost the truth. There are like 3 things I remember from when I barely started this 5 years ago. I can never choose the mean answers in games. I feel bad for being rude to the NPCs. Same. Oh, that was a scary shadow. Oh, here we are. I'm like, what am I supposed to do in the not seeing thing? Spooky. Hey, here we go. Up. Whoop. Beep. Okay, so these are actually the same controls as flying the ship. That's convenient. Obviously, the physics are different. The handling is different. Hi, Tough. Tough isn't a rock. It is a pretty cave. Hey, nice of you to drop down. I'm getting some zero-G time in. So you're going in there? In the cave? What? No, I'm fine. Great, and fine. You don't look fine. Well, you know I hate that cave, so I don't know why you're making me talk about it. Why you're making me talk about it. Now I've got hand sweats. It's right there. Like, what? How does me talking about it make it any worse? Oop, not the thruster I wanted. Okay, no, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I like that it's not break, it's match velocity. That is much more scientifically accurate and helpful. Tough is from lava. Oh, it's igneous? Match velocity is so important for this game. That I do remember. Because there's a lot of times when you want to interact with something. And little known fact, it's usually easier to interact with things when you aren't moving relative to them. Alright, one more broken thingy. Somewhere on here. Out. There we are. Whoa! Overshot, overshot, overshot. Okay, hold on. No. I'm all good. I'm all good, man. We're doing great. There we are. Oh no, I'm still too far. There we are. Beep bop boop. And then what is... Oh, wait, where did my flashlight go? There it is. I thought there was somewhere else to go in here, but I guess I just got turned around. Imagine that in a zero-G cave, getting turned around. Yay! 50% fuel remaining. Well, sounds like the next guy's problem. So was I remembering wrong? Is the guy out in front of this cave not the guy with the launch codes? Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space, but just remember your training and try hard not to hit anything. I can see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck out there, and hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I've put so much time into training it, got it? That's fair to request, I think. Hi, Killer Pie. How's you? I saw smoke coming from Young Bark Crater up north and figured I should go check it out. You can use the scout launcher, just please don't break it while I'm gone. Tektite. Poor footless Tektite. South Quantum Grove Crater. North Young Bark Crater. Northwest Geyser Mountains. East Nomai Ruins. Well, we've got quite a few landmarks around here, don't we? Use scout launcher. Let's I think this was Nomai Ruins. What do we got? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. And then this one was a crater of some kind. I guess that's the one that... Oh wait, no, this is it? The one I was... No, we already passed it for sure. Okay, and this way... Geyser Mountains. And then this way is the one where the crater... That's a big crater. And what was it he said about the crater up there? No, not that. Wasn't there... Wait. There was something about Young Bark Crater in one of these notes. Was it the one down at the bottom? Yeah, okay. There we go. And then what's this? Danger! Inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter, a strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eyes. Good news is that you can detect ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around. Hornfells. Wow, night falls fast on this planet. Okay. Yeah, oh. Is that the... No, that's not the observatory. Observatory is this way. No. Can I run? Doesn't seem that way. Ooh. I'm just hitting buttons. What is this? Cool. I'll figure that out later, I assume. That looks observatory-y. Outer Wilds Ventures founding members. Clockwise from the top, left. Hornfels, Gossan, or is it Gossan? I don't know. Slate, and Feldspar. Aww. I can't tell them apart. I'm sorry. Outer Wilds Ventures, Timberhearth's first and only space program, was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. What is the alternative? How do you accidentally launch a person into space? They completed the first orbit around Timberhearth and later made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Attlerock. Hey, Hal. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited, it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want, anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Oh, jeez, do not break it. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous, and I'm not even the one going into space. How are you feeling? I'm terrified. Don't let me make you nervous. You've been training for this day since we were hatchlings, remember? You'll do great, I promise. So, what's the dirt? You here to see the new Nomai statue? New statue? You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back with them from Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nomai looks like, but I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Foreshadowing. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know? And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Geez, I got a little carried away, though. Go on, you have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? Ew, they had fur! Look at these little goat people, beard-ass, fairly regal, beautiful antlers. What was I saying? Anyway. Oh, hey, look, an observatory. Future site of our next exhibit! Jump high enough, and you'll launch into space. If you've enjoyed your time with Outer Wilds, please consider supporting our planned museum expansion. Our quest to explore the furthest reaches of our solar system wouldn't be possible without generous visitors like you. We thank you profusely for your support, and we hope to see you again soon. Was this like where they have patron names or something? Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. What is that? Ooh, shiny space rock. The strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. Ooh, like quantum physics. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed. Whatever that means. That is exactly how electrons work. No, photons, not electrons. Same, actually? Both of them? I'm not a chemist. I'm also not a physicist. I'm also not a scientist. Whatever's actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. Wait, I don't... It doesn't seem to be rotating for me. Oh, wait, no, I understand now. It's not that it's rotating. That is creepy. That is unappreciated. Ooh, that's creepy. Ooh, I don't like that I can turn around and it's bright where. Ooh, that's very unhappy inducing. It's unhappy inducing. Oh, here's one of the spoiler alert, there are bigger ones of this. This anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. What an awful thing to be. You're a Jonathan. Oh, that's true. I am a Jonathan until observed. Wait, I'm not a Jonathan until observed? I don't know. You mentioned the realism that they focused on in the physics and stuff, and because I'm a massive nerd, I know they fudged the orbital motion math a bit. I'm sure. I mean, they have to for a game. But that actually serves the game's scale and motions much better this way, while still feeling orbitally cohesive and remaining useful for learning to intuit IRL orbit equations. So compared to IRL, the motion is a bit exaggerated, but I'll still hail it as successfully realistic. I like that. I think that in all things, you have to smooth the edges a bit when teaching an audience from zero. Otherwise, it's just too much at once. Artemis is also a scientist. Oh wait, I didn't know that. Wait, I need to read that again. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon? I had no idea. I thought it just fused hydrogen until it ran out and that was it. I never actually understood why stars contracted and then exploded. But now I know. It's because they run out of hydrogen and then it gets so hot that the helium starts fusing. That's insane. Hold on. So does that mean it's 3 helium atoms fusing together? It would have to, right? Because carbon is 6? Thoughts on the World Cup? Non-existent. I want to say I'm neutral on sports, but if I had to choose between knowing something about sports and not knowing anything at all, I would rather know not. No, I don't like sports. Thoughts on World Cup? It should end so people can stop talking about it. Sorry, I don't actually mean that. If you're into sports, I'm genuinely happy for you. I wish that I could participate in that excitement, but I can't. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements, like iron. Damn. I imagine that, like, with that kind of heat and pressure, would the iron be gaseous? Is it naturally possible for iron to be a gas? Are there any natural conditions extreme enough to make iron gas? Oh, high pressure equals not gas. Good point. Yeah. Based on Chert's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. Plasma. Oh, that makes sense. Those are the Nomai ruins on our planet. That must be something. I don't know. This crystal was taken from a Nomai ruin on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion and was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. Whoa! I didn't even have to sign a waiver for that. If any of you are like, oh ho ho, dramatic irony, he doesn't know what he's doing by spending so much time on the home planet, I do. I'm accepting it. Waiver, you know, like if I went to a museum and you could just like casually walk on one of their walls, they would definitely be like, you gotta sign away your rights first. Waiver, I hardly know her. Oh, good one. Did you know, Jonathan, with high enough pressure, water will turn into a different crystalline structure compared to regular ice? There's a lot of types of ice. We mostly only see one type on the surface of the Earth. No, I did not know that. There's a lot that I don't know about phase changes. Or state changes? State changes. I know the high school version of states of matter, and that's it. I never took physical sciences in college. What you see here are parts of a Nomai skeleton. We can tell from their skulls that they possessed antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, show us that Harthians couldn't have descended from Nomaian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from, or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Cassava. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Felix, unfortunately, the Attlerock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. I wonder if that means that the Nomai had the same name for the moon that the Harthians do, or if the translator is just taking that into account. So that's not text, huh? That's just a rune of some kind, a glyph, a painting or something. This piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Oh, it's their Rosetta Stone! Although this text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. Cool! I checked out almost the whole museum. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. The ground is perfectly level. So what do you think causes this spooky motion at a distance? Sorry, physics joke. The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the Attlerock's gravity pulls on objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. I do think it's cool that mostly just to make the game playable, everything in this solar system is extremely close together. So it's cool that they accounted for how that it would affect gravitational pulls as well. I fucking love this in this game for real. Whee! It's a lot of zooming out. What are you? Oh, it's gone. Okay. Looks like it is orbiting. It's not coming in from outside. Brittle Hollow. One of the Nomai ruins is on there, I remember. Giant's Deep, that's where a Nomai structure came. So the Nomai have been all over this solar system then. What is this? Do we have two moons? What is this? What is this? I'm gonna have to find out. The Hourglass Twins. I wish I could zoom in further. Okay. I guess to see more, I'll just have to go there. Hornfill's observations. This is incredible! At first I thought the point... Oh, wait, what was my voice for Hornfill? That's the guy who I woke up with, right? So it was something like, this is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. Hi, Pazer. It's good to see you. Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. How are you? It's been a long time. Mostly my fault. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the further away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? New headcanon. This actually takes place billions of years ago, and that's why the solar system is so small. Oh, a person. Oh, this is Hornfill, so it's not the person I woke up next to. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations, and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? I'm gonna learn more about the Nomai. I might have guessed as much. No sense in making a translator tool if you're not going to use it to translate anything. We've barely scratched the surface of the Nomai writing in our solar system, so we still know very little about them. We've no idea if they've originated here or traveled here, or why they disappeared. That tool of yours should prove indispensable in solving the mystery of this ancient species. Well then, looks like that's all that's left to do is send you off. All in all, a fine day for a launch. I'm ready to die in space. I'm not one for superstition, but isn't that kind of unlucky to say right before a launch? Any rate, here are the launch codes. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are every bit as safe as Slate could be persuaded to make them. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help with anything. This is the Outer Wilds. Yep. I wish schools used games like this to teach stuff. I do too. Would have been made school time way more fun. It would have. It would have. I think Science Show and had Hank Green interview one of their recent hires. She was hired within the past 2 years or so. And one of the topics they talked about was phases versus state changes. Huh. I don't know the difference. If it was another YouTube show, I'll be embarrassed. I remember her talking about it, though. I think she was a physicist by training. Very interesting conversation. If you're interested, I can check it too. To be honest, I'm not really. I'm an armchair science aficionado. I like learning stuff in bite-sized, accessible chunks, but I don't really do any of my own research just for fun. Yeah, so, I think you've met Lacri. Lacri also goes by Accord in some circles, and Artemis is my friend who recommended I give this game another shot. Okay, I'm ready to get in a spec chip. Oh, that's not the right way. Oh! Okay. I don't know Morse code. I don't know what that says at the bottom left. Swapped my Twitch name to work with my Discord name. I've confused Jonathan too. Hey, you're allowed to change your screen names. We do it all the time. Maybe not all the time, but it happens. I don't feel like pulling up Morse code. I'll jot it down just in case. I don't expect it to be anything more than an Easter egg at best, but... dash 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 dot dot dash dot. If anybody feels like looking that up, I won't stop you. Don't think I've spoken to this guy. Moraine. Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. Any good sounds from space today? There are. My signal scope is set to the Outer Wilds Venture frequency, so I'm listening to the Traveler's music. Last night I heard Rybek's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets, too. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. Oh, new follower! Hello, Xenozonite! Thank you for coming. That's funny, you followed right as I launched the signal scope, and I was like, what planet is playing Snow in Summer? Somebody's whistling on whatever just passed by in the sky. Forgot your Twitch name password. Commenting through your phone. Oh no. Timing master. Welcome, welcome. What's you? Too far. Is anybody on the sun? Nope. Ooh. Someone's getting it down at the Twins. And what? I thought I saw something else in the sky around here. It's gone. Goated piece of music. I could talk for a while about Snow and Summer. Wink. Dying to the heat indeed. Oh, there's fishing? This is a real video game now. I've never fished in a geyser. Oh wait, it's not a geyser. Okay, never mind. Carry on. Fishing rhyme, singing helps me pass the time. You're leaving the crater, guess we'll all be a little busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water planet, Giants Deep. That's where I'd go. Why's that? One time, after the rest of the village had left to sleep, and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabbro told me about their first trip to Giants Deep. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves, but couldn't see too far down on account of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabbro wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. They traveled down and down, but suddenly Gabbro couldn't go any further. I was just pausing dramatically, as though exercising a will of its own. The water was refusing to let Gabbro go any deeper. It held Gabbro back, almost as if it were trying to protect them from something. And then, in the terrible darkness, Gabbro saw it. The tentacle of some hideous beast. Ah! I mean, that's what Gabbro said anyway. Whatever it was, it freaked Gabbro out pretty good. I can't imagine finishing this game. I don't even like thinking about that. You're telling me I have to experience it to beat this game? You should talk about the snow. Still listen to Fleeting Shadows nearly daily? That's amazing. That makes me really happy. I still listen to some of the remixes too every once in a while. Sometimes I'll watch my videos just in hopes that it inspires me to make more. Usually I don't have the energy to work on them, but I hope that's increasing. I'm streaming again. That's a good sign. Conversationally science curious then. Yes. Which is totally fair, but it's also why I'm a huge fan of how Hank Green conducts interviews. One of his shows is reversed, making his subjects ask him questions that he then prepares some research for in advance, and that the conversation between them and Hank, especially highlighting why they were curious about things to begin with, is the real entertainment. Cool. Yes, I actually just started. No pressure to do them, baby steps. Whenever the muse strikes you, you can go back to them, and if not, that's also okay. You guys are so incredible about that. I haven't met a single one of you who has said a single, even slightly negative thing about how difficult it's been for me to make content in the last multiple years, and I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. Okay, I'm glad you don't have much to say because I'm kind of ready to move on. Hyde's whip. We just give back what you give us. That's so nice. Ooh. What is that? Nothing. Let's get in a rocket ship. Okay. Oh, I love wooden components in my spaceship. What could go wrong? That's interesting. It doesn't have another moon listed for Timberhearth, but there was definitely another moon orbiting it. A big one. I don't know what to make of that. Sure, it might as well suit up, right? Little Scout, see beyond the horizon. Actually, no, because I know that I want to explore more on Timberhearth before I actually go into space. Buckle up! Here we go! Where am I? No, I don't want to be that far out. I just want to look at the planetary map. Is there a planetary map? No. Wonderful. How do I, Okay. Now I can actually see... Whoa! Okay, so here's the really big crater. Is there enough solid ground to land? Pretty iffy. No, I'm just gonna... Ooh, maybe on that lip there. Is that solid? Does that work? It's good enough. I've decided. Yeah, that should be fine. The Beagle has landed. We have confirmed launch. Hold on. I need to scroll up. A lot has happened. And you still need to get the Strawberry book, but back when you were reading it, I found myself in a super difficult financial state and I couldn't. Good thing to remember to do. I am also in a super difficult financial state, so I completely empathize. If you need a link, let me know. But if you search Eat the Strawberries on Amazon, it should come up pretty easily. Fortunately, the digital version is both cheaper and has a better profit margin for my dad. So if you are considering buying it and that option works well for you, please go ahead and do it. I think it's a really good book, and I know my dad appreciates every single purchase because there are still very few of them, and so it is easy to count every new one. Where was I? Where did my... Okay, here we go. We love you, Jonathan. Platonically, you know. So we're here for you when you need us, but there's no pressure. Thank you. Also ignore pays. Shoves pays behind the others. Jesus. Speaking of games, I got into Armored Core 6. Ooh, I've heard a lot about that one. Love it to bits. Also found out same director as Sekiro. Really? That's news to me. Which made it feel even more familiar. Also, Gundam added a Armored Core 6 to their model kit lineup. Nice. My wallet anticipates tears. I saw today that there's a private server for Near Reincarnation today. Has someone tried it out yet? Nope. Wait, is Near Reincarnation officially closed now? Is that why they made a private server? Time to get the digital one if it's better for your dad. Heck yeah! Hi, great to see you too, Pedro. Okay, bye. You have to drive for 3 hours. That sounds bad, but enjoy it if you can. It's been closed for a year, and that's what I thought. Well, I'm glad that somebody revived it. Stop killing games, etc., etc. Hello, my guy. What a terrible thing, my guy. What are we looking at, my guy? Hey, old hatchling. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space today. What are you still doing here? Well, me? I saw something crash over the horizon and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back, so I thought I'd come over and see myself and take a look. Was that a dark bramble seed? I think so. It's nothing I've ever seen on Timberhearth before, but so you're probably onto something there. Whatever it is, put down roots in a hurry. I don't like the look of this thing, hatchling, and that's a fact. I think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later, and no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree keeper can. I'll have to get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody to hacking up a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside there. Tuff can help me haul the old scout launcher over here. Obviously, the opening is too small for someone to fit inside, and anyway, I'm not gonna go blindly sticking my hands into anything that looks unpleasant as that seed does. It's a good way to lose an arm or two, and I'm already missing a foot. I remember that I was able to send the scout launcher in here on my first playthrough because it was the most memorable thing I ever fucking did in the short time I had with this game. So I know that there's a way to get the scout launcher over here. I think I remember having the scout launcher with me at all times as like an inventory item, but clearly I don't have that yet. Suit up equals have a scout launcher. Oh, thank you, friend. Oh shit, oh shit. Ah, no, 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 no. Everything's fine until I start rotating. I wish there was an undo button. Where did I land? Oh, here. Although it would have been amazing if Jonathan simply forgot the suit and choked to death, I would not have done that. I just knew that I didn't need the suit for Timberhearth. What with it whole being my native planet and all. Scout launcher. Thunk. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I don't like. I didn't mean to reclaim it, actually. I want to know more. I guess you'll see. Wait, can you die in this game? I've honestly no idea about the game. No comment. Yeah, see, that's what I don't like. That's what I really don't like. Oh, it got stuck. Gotta reclaim it then. Hello! Oh, I didn't look at the screen in time. Somebody just followed. Thank you for following. Welcome, welcome. I can rotate the field. Oh, I thought it was just looking forward and backward. But yeah, you can do the directional keys, is it? Are you sure you can rotate it? I know you can rotate the one that's... Wait, it had trees in its mouth. What the hell, man? Hi, little Siberian bear. Ask no questions. Don't mess with Outer Wilds fans. We will tell you nothing. I love that about you. What do you mean you don't like fish? I don't like fish. I like 0 things about 99% of fish. Some fish are good because they're cute. Some fish are good because they're tasty. Most fish are bad because they're fish. Jonathan is a freak of nature that way. But sushi! I've been indoctrinated against raw meat by my overprotective parents so thoroughly that even though sushi has almost no health risks associated with it, it's still just psychologically difficult for me to eat it. But I've been trying to get better at it. Oh, hello. That's not what geysers are supposed to look like on the inside. What's in you? If it erupts and I die, I can't say I didn't deserve it. I didn't die. Oh, there's just water everywhere. Oh wait, I'm still, oh, I thought I had, whoops. Is that, I don't know what that is, but it's following my gaze. Oh. What? Mining site 2B. Or not 2B. Simping for 2B. Wow. That is a Nomai skeleton. And that is the same tractor beam that pulls me into my ship. What is this place? Wait. It says press A to fire jet. Oh, I see. Hold R2 and press A. Okay, got it. I'm going for it. Ah! That was terrible. I should not have done that. Woo! Woo! You prefer Emil and 9S? They are cute. Emil deserves everything. Oh no, I'm still amazed by how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Cycad, isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on? Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core, hint hint. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they're planning accordingly. I thought you had forbidden your apprentices from making puns, Coleus. How else would he improve? I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use Timberhearth's ore only for constructing the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. Well, that was thoughtful and unusually responsible of them. Clearly the Nomai were not anything like humans. I've never been here, correct? Yeah, really the only other things I've ever done in this game, and again that was 5 years ago, is I have been to the Addle Rock, and the last thing I did was I crash landed on Giant's Deep, and I was so immediately terrified that I uninstalled the game. Not because anything happened, just because Giant's Deep is a water planet, and that's a deal breaker for me. Well, I mean, not a deal breaker. It was a deal breaker, but the whole reason I'm trying this game again now is because my friend Artemis is even more terrified of Giant's Deep than I am, and they said it was worth pushing through. Can I just float up vicariously? No. Might be stuck. I'm not exactly sure how to... Oh, do I just ride the geyser? I've done dumber things. What's the worst that could happen? Oh my. Oxygen tank refilled? Wait, was I using oxygen? Why was I using oxygen? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Jetpack booster does not last as long as I thought it did. Whee! Okay, there we are. That worked. Can I close up after me if I want to be responsible? Look at me. I'm being so nice. You were submerged in water. I was submerged in water? I'm glad I didn't know that. I honestly did not notice that. Thalassophobia. Yes. Yeah. I was focused on not crashing with my jetpack. I need to scroll up and catch up. The food-related drama I keep hearing from America would make me not want to eat it either, though most of it is probably lies. Let me tell you what, if you hear something good about America, that's more likely to be a lie. I was actually in Japan recently, so the sushi there was absolutely not a problem. We have our own raw fish dish here in the Philippines. It gets tossed with vinegar, milk, onions, tomatoes, and other zesty stuff. Nice. Doesn't the vinegar make it form clots? That's a good question. Curds in whey, curly. When I played, I was in such a hurry to leave the planet that I didn't find this place until endgame. Should have specified it's coconut milk. That makes much more sense. So it doesn't coagulate. Also, there's a different version of the dish that uses ripe banana flour instead of fish. Huh. We call it a heart here because banana flour really looks like it. Interesting. There were some muffling sound cues, but it wasn't very huh. It was so dark. Jonathan, you are in America. Are you a lie? Aw, the implication. No, I'm not a lie. I'm just a would-be expat who can't find a country who will accept me. That lettuce stuff was just one farm that was tainted, and Taco Bell was the one responsible to break the news from the CDC. Okay, well, yes, it's true that a lot of the a lot of the outbreak and scare stuff from the US is overblown and dramatized for fear purposes. Yes, that's true. But usually if there's like a long-standing problem, or like, oh, this is always X in America, usually the worst versions of those stories are the true ones. Switzerland loves Americans. Come here. There's so many Americans where I live. Really? I'll check it out. You're an expat? No, I would be one. But I tried to move to Canada, but because I have been disabled for a while, I have not been able to have a meaningful career in anything. And so Canada has no interest in me because I'm not economically viable by their standards, which is fair. I don't like it, but it makes sense. I cannot prove that I would be useful to their economy or anybody's economy, which is the biggest problem I face. But at this point, I've gotten used to the idea of not being able to leave, and I'm finding it more likely that I might be able to tolerate that. We'll see. Japan imports a bunch of salmon from Norway, and whatever salmon is then left on the boats and is not sold in Japan, that salmon is all shipped all the way back to Norwegian markets. Wow, and it's still good. That's impressive. I have a few American friends. I can try to check up with them if you want, though it's far away from North America, obviously. Yeah, Switzerland would not be my first choice for that reason alone, because I have, like, my entire life is here. So I wouldn't want to move too far if I could avoid it. And I don't know anything about Switzerland at all. So it would certainly not be something I just jump at the chance for, but hell, I mean, more information can't hurt. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Look outside. Okay, I'm looking outside. It's black. Why is it black? Oh, because I took too long. Okay, yeah. So I did know that was coming. I don't yet exactly know what that is. I just know that you only get a few days before the world ends, the solar system ends. And I'm not sure exactly why that is. But I bet it has something to do with whatever the fuck that is. It's still a mystery to me. I already got the launch codes from the observatory, remember? Huh. Must have been inhaling more fumes than I realized. That stuff is potent. Yeah, heck yeah. I don't have to spend all that time doing that. Ooh, Giant Steep, my nemesis. Hello. Guess where I'm not going first? Okay. Okay, I already don't. Is that Timberhearth? Okay. I am very much in space. Let me find the Addle Rock then. What are you? No, really, what are you? I'll find out later. I want to go to the Addle Rock first. I think that's this? Yes. Whoa. Uh-oh. I'm very good at physics. I'm actually quite so good at physics. Okay. Wait, why am I slowing down? No, go toward it. Toward it! Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I was still pushing forward instead of down. Wow, that is a fucked up moon. What happened to you, moon? Yoop. Pre-flight checklist? Oh, too late. Okay, I gotta catch up on chat. My nemesis is nematodes nemesis. I went into this game completely blind and thought I was playing it wrong. You would Jonathan nap me and whisk me away to a nice beach for a month. Yeah, Artemis and a couple other really good friends of mine actually like came together and brought me to Japan without expenses of my own because I could not pay them, and it was maybe the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. And that was just this February. We had a really good time. We were there for 2 weeks, one in Tokyo and one in Kyoto. I didn't know you studied sensory neurology of nematodes. Did you make them suffer? Yes, and vice versa. Oh, Dark Bramble. I would say nice to see you, but it's not. It's not, you see. Ooh, that's a lot of blue rocks. What a pretty number of blue rocks. The number of them is what is pretty. What are we looking at? Oh, that I don't know why, but I assumed that it would have thrusters to keep it afloat. I didn't know it was just gonna be parabolic. Maybe I overshot. Oh. Huh. That looks man-made. Okay, well, I don't want to go down there for right now, because it looks like it might just be a quarry. It's a small-ish moon. Maybe it's most efficient for me to just walk around on foot. Well, I found something. Whoa! Somebody on Giants Deep is playing... What instrument is that? Some kind of flute? Really low flute? This is so cool. Okay, again, nobody is on the sun. Which is great. That's really good news, actually, for them. What was that? Oh, that must be the twins again? Yeah. Does it help if I told you that I have 2 GI parasites found in horses drowned in formaldehyde in my apartment? Yeah. Once it lands, you can rotate the Scout. I recommend playing around with that. Oh, okay, thank you. By the way, a QOL option choice you can set in the settings that time doesn't pass during conversations. Oh, okay. Why not? Oh, that would be gameplay, wouldn't it? Freeze time when translating text. Freeze time when talking. Yay! Okay. Now, I recognize this symbol. This was on the slate that was recovered from Brittle Rock. I think it was Brittle Rock. Maybe not. Wait, no, it's still calibrating. Oh, I must not have a direct line of sight to it from where I am right now. What was that? That was the harmonica. For who's the missing person? I can't remember his name. It's not coming from Timberhearth. It's coming from... I'm sure I'll know in a second. It's coming from... What the hell, man? Maybe it is coming from somewhere on Oh. It is coming from somewhere on Timberhearth. Oh, that's right. It's coming from within the Dark Bramble Seed. That's fucking terrible. I love that I have multiple scientists in my chat. That makes me happy. "3 minutes of oxygen." That's not very much oxygen. Ooh, someone having a nice little sit down. By process of elimination, I'm guessing that's Brittle Rock? Probably somewhere behind the sun? I doubt it's on the sun. Okay, I have almost no oxygen left. Let's just go back to the ship before I go engage in any further tomfoolery. As long as we don't have to go underwater to find the harmonica, we're good, Jonathan. We don't. I don't think. We do have to go underwater to find the spooky woodwind sound. Jonathan Foolery. Yeah, my name's not Tom. That just reminded me of a really stupid video I saw years and years ago, where this guy just like has this goofy smile direct into camera and he holds up his cell phone. He's like, "Siri, what's my name?" And she goes, "You're Tom, but you asked me to call you vagina, 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 vagina," and he like starts dancing to it. Anyway. Hello. This looks Hearthian. This looks Hearthian. What the hell? Why are there trees here? Unidentified signal nearby. Somebody whistling. Hello. Trees made my oxygen happy. Hello, Esker. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground Control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. I don't know why I decided that people from this town of like 20 people have different accents, but they do. Well, actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Don't the other travelers come by? Well, the lunar outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep just a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Chirk comes by to say hi, but Gabbro is Gabbro, and well, you know how Rybeck feels about unnecessary spaceflight. Well, don't go. I mean, anything else you wanted to ask? Well, it seems lonely up here. A little. I'm in touch with Ground Control, Hornfels and Gosson mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. And when Ground Control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch my little scout at the village. They forget about you? Well, I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travelers since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. Don't always get that in our solar system, let alone in our village. Don't go. I mean, is there anything else you wanted to ask? Was that you whistling? Probably. Actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with a signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. North Pole's marked in red on your mini-map. But the Attlerock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north, you can't miss it. Don't go! Very funny. Oh, stars above, you're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot. Like more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down on the numbers of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here raising saplings from Tender Hearth and keeping an eye on things. Bye. Rocking chairs give accents. Yes, obviously. That would be very depressing. Especially because there's no real sunlight. Ooh, a new subscriber. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you for re-upping your subscription. It's good to see you again. Hello, beautiful boy. How are you? How are you doing? Did you stretch and drank some water? I did not stretch, but I did drink some water. Okay, hold on. Just want to get onto this platform and then we'll take a stretch break. Got onto it. Take a stretch break. Ooh! Get that blood flowing, everybody. Get that water in your stomach and in your veins. In that order, please. Do not skip the stomach and go straight to the veins with your water. Yes, exactly, Artemis. Thank you. PSA, do not inject water into your veins. I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I'm streaming, and that's new-ish. So, definitely better. Excuse me. I made a variation on a theme interpretation of the theme for this game, first quoting it, then sort of going off on tangents, I guess. This theme stuck with me so bad that I just had to make something derivated from it. I couldn't exist in this world without it being made. Man, I love this game. That's awesome. And I know that feeling. It's a great one. That is only for professionals, and they do it with dextrose, not water. Or saline. Saline is good too. Their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Huh. I'm gonna write down the timing of that. Shit, what's the name of the guy I just spoke to? I'm just gonna call him Lunar Post Guy. Day 55, heard Rybeck banjo from Brittle Hollow for first time in a while. Day 63 starts hearing Feldspar harmonica on timber hearth. And day 88 is the most recent entry, which suggests that the Dark Bramble seed fell onto Timber Hearth at least 15 days ago. No, you do not inject Soylent Green into people's veins. You eat it, obviously. I didn't know there was a storm over there. Excuse me. Thanks for coming, Pazer. It was good to talk to you. Fairy leaves in 8 hours with my name on it. I hope you sleep before then. What is that? Why isn't it on the solar system map? No one's on it. Yeah, that's definitely coming from Dark Bramble. The question is, why? Oh, hello. What is that? Is that, the interloper? Well, that's terrifying. What's that really small thing orbiting Timber Hearth? I can't zoom in any further. Is that something, or oh, it's they do have a satellite orbiting Timber Hearth. I forgot. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, I thought it was gonna... Oh, I think I know what breaks the solar system now. I think I'm forming a hypothesis about what makes the solar system break based on this arc we just saw right here. Oh, yeah, you can change frequencies, huh? I forgot about that. Actually, it doesn't look like I can right now. Maybe I unlock that later? Yeah, I think that comes later. Wait a second. They're all playing the same song. Not the same melody, but different parts of the same song. That's really beautiful. In sync with each other is the crazy thing. Okay, let's pop by the ship again, just to refuel and re-air. I don't know what that means, unidentified signal nearby. How nearby? Okay, so this very clearly suggests to me that at some point I'm going to want to probably sit on the Dark Bramble and wait for the planets to align and listen to the whole song in concert. Oh, this is not where I want to be. I don't want to be this down. I would prefer to be further up. And now I am. Oh no! Oh no! I do not want to go into space alone. That was not the intention. Okay, here we are. Here we are. All is well. They're just really good at keeping time, yeah. Uh-huh. Ba-ching! That's how they accidentally launched into space, maybe. Although it's certainly easier to do with half gravity. Flashlight, please. Okay, where was that little, like, observatory outpost that I saw when I first got here? It was around here, for sure. There we go. Just a big jump. When you get close enough to signals physically, that's when they stop being unidentified. Okay. I never actually did figure out what this one was focused on. Oh, it is Brittle Hearth. Brittle Hollow? Brittle Hollow, yes. Which is banjo. Oh, I should be writing these down, huh? Feldspar, harmonica, dark bramble. I can't tell if it's a clue or an inconsistency that the guy at the Lunar Post could hear the harmonica from Timberhearth, but not from Brittle Hollow. God damn it, from Dark Bramble. Because I can hear it from Dark Bramble standing exactly where he does his journaling. So I can't tell if that's a clue or an inconsistency. Had you been to that observatory before? I did go inside this in like my previous attempt at a playthrough 5 years ago, but I don't even remember what's down there other than that there's definitely like, I know that it was built by the Nomai. That's all I remember. And then we've got Rybeck, Banjo, Brittle Hollow. We've got oh my god, what is his name? I'm just gonna have to go back and see him again. I can't believe I have to walk all the way from the South Pole to the North Pole. This is a nightmare. Well, halfway there. Ow. Note to self, don't fall into that crater on the return trip. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Wrong button. Come here, little guy. What's your name? Okay, Esker. Bye. Esker. Whistling. Adelrock. Chert. I don't think I know what they play, but that's on Timberhearth. Question mark is playing drums at the Twins. And question mark is playing low wind at Giant's Deep. I think that's everything. Point the signal scope at him and click. Oh, okay. Wait, click. What does click mean in this context? Oh, signal. I don't have to click. It's identified. Okay, thank you. No longer unidentified. His name is now Esker instead of unidentified. Okay. Sorry if it looks like I'm like staring directly into camera. I'm actually looking at the mini map. Esker-identified. Unidentified. Undivided. Yeah. Esquire identified. Indubitably. I want to see if I can actually lock onto a signal with this now. Woo! Still no. I thought it was just because I didn't have line of sight, but maybe it's like really, really far away. Why does that look like that? Those aren't the twins, are they? No. What was I just looking at? Where did it go? There. What the hell is that? Oh no, those are the twins. Okay, they just looked really weird from that angle. Interloper. Jonathan's making eye contact. My autism can't take it. You okay? What do you mean you okay? I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be okay? I'm great all the time. There's nothing wrong ever in my life. Never. Forever, never. Ugh. Traffic in the city is something else. Do I get oxygen from these? I do! Look at that. Thank you, alien tree. Alright, I'm the first of my kind to read this text. Coleus, I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. Eye signal locator. Huh. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device indicator rotates wildly and never points in just one direction. That does match my experience. What is the eye? This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. Hold on, so the Brittle Hollow eye signal is now on Timberhearth, I think. Because I think that is now a museum piece at the observatory. But there's one on the sun? How is that possible? I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. Well, it didn't work. The eye has stopped calling out its signal. That's the eye, all right. Again, whatever that is. How do I make you talk? We have ways of making you talk. Is that a button? Beam. It's not a button, it's a scroll. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Konoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. The crash? Yeah, I don't plan on eating goat eye. Oh, you were making strange mouth noises of wrong words? I don't think that's true. Eyes don't talk, SMH. Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. Okay, so quantum moon locator on Ember Twin and better eye signal locator on brittle hollow South Pole. Oh, I didn't notice this. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. It saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe. Eye of the universe? Eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. Curiouser and curiouser. I always write notes for games too. But I do it so messily after a bit that I have no idea what kind of message past me tried to note down. Yeah, hieroglyphs. How do you spell it? H-E-I-R, I think, hieroglyphics. I don't know if there's a difference between hieroglyphs and hieroglyphics. I think maybe hieroglyphs are the actual glyphs and hieroglyphics are the system overall. I might not be going for terribly much longer. I'm quite tired thinking about going back to bed. So look, it's the two places I'm not going to go right now because I can't. Oh. Is the interloper doing what I think the interloper's doing? Where is the interloper? I can't find it. Maybe it's not? Maybe it's not what causes the end. Or maybe it already entered? Well, the hourglass twins are certainly not long for this world. Oh, I'm drifting into the sun. Let's stop doing that. Not that anything matters anymore. Oh boy. Goodbye, everything. That seemed shorter than the last loop. So do you think this is like plasma iron, or... I hope that's my last thought as the solar system explodes. I get told I flirt a lot. What I do is trying to pay attention and keep my attention on the person talking. I don't think I've ever been accused of flirting when I wasn't flirting. My roommate just said that I'm the biggest flirt they know, so clearly I'm doing something wrong. Because I'm sure they wouldn't lie to me.
Never. I've never done that in my life.
What is that I'm looking at right now? That's what I want to know. Let's see if I can catch it before I lose track of it. What am I looking at? I'm gonna be very, very careful not to land on Giant's Deep. God, I don't want to land on Giant's Deep yet. I'm not mentally prepared. But what is that? Let me see if I can catch it. Oh, it's crashing. No, never mind, that was a storm. I don't... Oh wait, I can launch a scout launcher, can't I? This is very safe. That did not at all go the way I wanted. Okay, I give up. Let's see. What's closer? Ash Twins or... Not Ash Twins. Hourglass Twins or... Wow, the Interloper really be slingshotting. Let's go to the Twins. I want to see what's happening at the Twins. Wait, is that the Interloper? It's so close. Or is it? Yeah, that's really close. I'm actually gonna... No! What is this that I keep seeing? This thing that isn't labeled at all? What is that? No! Come closer. Uh-oh. 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 I was not paying attention! So one thing I know about myself is I can get hyperfixated and tunnel visioned, and that's what I just did. You were also accused of condescension when I was just confused. Oh, yeah, that's me too. I usually... It certainly doesn't help that there have been periods in my life where I have been condescending and judgmental, and so sometimes when I am genuinely just curious and trying to understand, I still come across that way. And I can't be mad because that would have been an accurate interpretation of my attitude in the past. There was a set of stars that reminded you of Belt of Orion. Interesting. The Orion's belt. Oh wait, oh no! Oh! You can die in the game. Well, yeah, we've died 3 times now. Oh. We've died 4 times now. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I lived. What the hell? I had autopilot on and everything. That's rude. That's just rude. There's no excuse for that. Fuck, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Ah, crash. Actually, that wasn't so bad. That could have been a worse landing. My girlfriend always laughs at me because she says I sound mad when I talk about stuff that I don't understand, but I'm so fixated on the idea of possibly learning something new that I am kind of similar, yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Is there anything on the Ash Twin? Now, there's an interesting question. Because for all I know, there isn't. But I think it's fairly small. I should be able to figure that out pretty quick. Wow, what a beautiful planet. I wish I could run. I do wish there was a sprint. Okay, well, I'm gonna move to the poles and see if there's anything there before I pop over to the Ember Twin. I wonder if that satellite around the sun is where the eye signal is coming from? But I don't know if it's even possible for me to land on that without dying. It's so close. I have to dip for now, save the last bit of roaming I have left. Avoid having to buy even more. Yeah, please don't buy even more. Yeah, it's good to see you, Lackery. Oh, I'm really happy it had that effect for you. We'll see you next time. What is this? I was trying to head to the North Pole and fell off course, but what is this? This is just right on the equator. Is this the lunar quantum moon locator that I was reading about? Looks like you can only enter from below. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Space is scary. I didn't ask for this. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Ow, ow. Ugh. Am I on the Ember Twin now? I don't even know. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get out of here. Uh-oh. Am I stuck? No, I'm not. Ooh, I'm gonna meet a drummer, is what I'm gonna do. Took me literally days to brave that planet after I saw what looked like a sand tornado siphon. Yeah, that's fair. That was not the least scary thing I've seen today. I still don't even know which planet I'm on. I guess I could always... I did make it all the way to the Ember Twin. Is that just constantly happening? I thought that I saw it start. Maybe I just didn't notice it? I don't know. What was the least scary thing you saw today? My ceiling when I woke up. Where'd the banjo? Okay, it is on the top of whatever this is. Looks like the best way up there is from over across. I can make that with my jetpack. I do want to check out whatever that is, but first, I want to meet a friend. Oh. I wish I could sprint, he says with a jetpack on his back. Ow, he says, resigned to his fate while being chucked into a mountain with a jetpack on his back. I was using the jetpack. I was out of fuel. You knew this. Also, I'm not going to use the fuel just to walk. I'm gonna use it to fly. So I stand by both my wish and my comment. I think I just might have seen whatever that brown stuff was burn up in the atmosphere. Fuck. Where? Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, this is Chert. I thought Chert was... Okay. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Seriously, where's my pen? What the... Where could it possibly have gone? Did I... Oh. It fell on the floor because I'm stupid. Signal scope point, you're right. Okay. Talk to Chert. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well then. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. Hornfils asked me to update our star charts, so I'll be out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know? What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye on or four on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. So, is the entire galaxy dying? The entire universe? So much I don't know yet. I found something! Actually, never mind. I thought since it was an option, maybe I did find something. Ah. No, I have not seen that. Ember Twin is full of caves. Well, I think I know what I'm doing for the rest of this stream. I'm gonna check out these caves. A scale of 1 to dead. I survived. Although I am still very injured and will continue to be until I can make it back to my ship on the Ash Twin. No, okay. Ooh, thank you. Don't mind if I did. Maybe he's got bandages too. Eh. No bandages. All right, let's go caving! Yay! Ow, fuck! You should make breakfast before your body gives out? Yeah, since it's like, what, 10 p.m. where you are? Unidentified signal nearby, really? What is that? Oh, is that the crystal that moves when you, yep. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Melore, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hoped to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. I just met it! Where was young Coleus last, Melore? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, Anona. I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lakebed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. That's interesting, because I thought this was the lakebed cave, but I guess there's one even lower. Oh. Well, that's just rude. Look, I don't mind if you leave, but at least make a firm choice. I wonder, actually, that's crazy. Wait, I want to see if, fuck. If I just look away, will it disappear? No. But if I look away and jump, it does. That's insane. Ow. This is the way I came in? No, it doesn't look like it. No, it's the way I came in. I think. Let's just confirm that. Yes. Switch frequencies. I don't know how to do that. I've hit every button. I've hit every button. Oh. Yeah. Ow. Where did it go? Oh, when I'm nearby, I can toggle them, I see. Oh. Oh. Oh, I hate that. Oh God, how I hate that. That's upsetting. That's very upsetting. I wonder if those are shards of the interloper. Thalassophobic music. I just don't think rocks should sing. I'm sorry if that's a bigoted take. What the fuck? No, I don't think they do. It's a distress beacon. Well, it's a distressing sound, I'll give them that. Whoop. Come on. Collision imminent, preparing for impact. Well, they prepared all right. Okay. I found something. I think I just saw something that was constantly expanding, maybe? Did I just get trapped in something that was constantly expanding? I don't know what just happened. I just got stuck and then crushed. Still don't know what that is. Still too afraid to find out. Okay, so I'm immediately going to go right back where I was and see if it looks different. Ka-ching! Where twins? That's not twins, is it? No. Where twins? I see all the places I don't want to go. There we are. Uh-oh, uh-oh, whoa! Whoa there, Jonathan! What is that on the Ash Twin? New plan. Whoop! Is this know my text? I can't figure out what that is. So there isn't always a sand column. Yes, there is. Never mind. Oh, no, it just opened up as I said that? That's a wild coincidence. What a crazy two-body system. Twins in orbit closer to the sun than Timber. That's not what that was. I'm almost certain that's not what that was. Do you know how your ship computer works? I haven't looked at it much, but I assume it's like the Bomber's Journal in Majora's Mask, where it like helps you keep track of stuff across time loops. I don't actually know where I am in comparison to that thing that I saw from space. But I still haven't been to either pole of the Ash Twin, so let's start there. Yeah, I don't really... with stuff like this, I don't really care if the logic breaks a little bit. There's been another logic break, just in so much... Wait, hold on. That's not how velocity works. If I jump straight up and don't move, the planet shouldn't move under me. That's not how that works. But anyway, there was another thing where, like, yeah, this is new. Like in the second loop, the guy's confused why you don't have the launch code, why you do have the launch codes, but in the third loop and further, what the fuck? Nothing in this solar system makes any sense in the best way. But like in that case, I appreciate it because it would be annoying if he said something to you every time. Is it rising out of the ground, or... Well, I can't go in that way. But are these shards raising out of the ground, or is the planet contracting? It's hard to know. I'm so curious. I would sit around and see, like, what happens, but I don't want to spend an entire loop doing just that. I'll try to come back before the galaxy ends. It is if the planet is small enough to exert limited gravity and other twin sun, other stuff pulls you more. That's true. I'm just surprised that even at 0.6 of 1G, I'm just surprised that the gravity's not weak enough to keep you matched velocity, as it were. That's horrific. I've chosen a very bad path. That looks a whole lot like the thing at the North Pole. Is that what it fully emerges into? Huh. Oh. Both poles have one. What are the twins? I'm starting to think these aren't planets at all, but some kind of structure. Uh-oh. I don't think I can make it to the North Pole of the Ember Twin. Oh wait, no, my ship's right there. Whoop. Not as graceful as I was intending, but no damage. Oh. The whole planet is contracting. I want to go back. Of course it's contracting. It's all pouring into the Ember Twins chasm. Oh my god! That's so cool! You can even see the atmosphere of how much space it used to take up. Ow. Where are these headlights of which you speak? Oh, right there. You think I damaged my ship? I wonder, could it be? Still don't know what the fuck you are. But I will remember your insolence. Oh, what the fuck is up with you? You've seen the difference and it's getting weirder all the time. I was academically trained to assess your spacecraft damage. Well, thank you very much. That looks like a doorway. Ow. Trees? Really? Where? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was that sound? That sounded awful. Oh! I need to not be here. That's horrifying. Now I understand how this works. Okay, now I get it. The Ash Twin is only... The Ash Twin is completely featureless when it is closer to the sun. And then when it reverses orbit with the Ember Twin, all of the sand falls off of it back onto the Ember Twin. So everything is visible and accessible on the Ash Twin exactly 50% of the time. That's crazy. All of this was underground just a few minutes ago. That was a person. Looks like a Hearthian, but I can't tell for sure. Ow. Fuck you. You think you get to be a cactus just because there's sand everywhere? Well, you're right. Apparently. And that's what crushed me on the Ember Twin. It must have been the rising sand in the chasm. Oh, am I too close to the sun? No. Out. Whoa, forgot that. That's how those work. What? Oh. Clary, here's our first delivery, Yarrow. One warp core, one fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core's sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found. What you and Poke found on the White Hole station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn? I recommend you do. The White Hole station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. Well, now I know what they meant about it being very difficult to construct on the twins. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole station with you, Clary. Yarrow, stop using this scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her density rivals a neutron stars. And go meet her on the White Hole station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the forge is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. Uh-oh. That sounds like I've been in this room for too long. Yep, I have. Is this area protected? Yep. Safe. Damn. This planet must hold so many secrets, and I just don't know how I could possibly find them all before the sun explodes. I haven't looked at chat in a long time. Too close is a very biased perspective. What is you? Hold on. Oh no! Oh no! 3 close is less biased. That's funny. I have to admit, that's funny. My ship fell onto the Ember Twin without me. Oopsie! My ship abandoned me. Well, that's okay. I don't think there's 3 minutes of solar system left, so I won't suffocate. I never imagined that there was this level of insane phenomena in this universe. And I'm very much having fun, even though I'm still terrified of what I will have to see later if I continue. Yay! Now I won't die of suffocation. Well, I've got a very good view of the sun. I don't know if there's anything else for me to learn on the Ash Twin, at least for now. I'm trying to be thorough, but it's really hard to keep track of where you have and haven't been on a sphere without more landmarks. Oh. No, that's a wall, not a pillar of sand. I've been traumatized. But, you know, since it's not like I'm going to be able to accomplish very much if I move to the Ember Twin now, I'm just going to stay here and see the very limits of what will be unearthed on the Ash Twin before all is for naught. Man, I'm surprised that I haven't fallen onto the sun yet. I mean, it's right there. Now I understand what I was seeing from the Addle Rock and why it confused me so much. Because I looked over at the Hourglass Twins and it looked like one of them was just this spiry structure, and I was like, that's not right. Right? Oh, but it is. If you're going to fail, then fail fully and see what you can learn from trying anyway. Glassblower's advice. I mean, what am I if not a glassblower, seeing as I'm about to plunge 7,000 tons of sand into the biggest furnace available. It's very funny to see the Ember Twin looking a lot like the Ash Twin used to. So on the other hand, ooh, I was right to stay here. Or maybe not. Maybe it's nothing but a path out the top. Could I benefit from being up there, though? God, it's insane how much the planet has lost mass. That I can elevate this much just to get back to where I was when I started. Your fuel level is critical. Fuck. Yeah, but, like, so what? It's just the elevator tube that brought me back in. Like, there's nothing further to explore there. All right, I think that's all of it. I think this planet is no longer a leading sand exporter. You sure? No, I'm not. I'm not sure about anything. I'm just collecting as much information as I can, as efficiently as I know how, before I die. "60 seconds of oxygen remaining." That's cute. My friend, there aren't 60 seconds of anything. That is a good place to stop for today. I'm really happy you're all here, everybody. I had a great time playing this, and I will certainly pick it up again right where we're leaving off here next week. Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Yeah. It's been a long time since I played this. I might get excited even for Nothing Burgers because my eyes are actually scanning for things to notice. I definitely, this is, yeah, I wish this game didn't terrify me so much, because other than that, I love everything it's doing. So yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to see all of you, and I'll do this again soon. Till next time, have a great day, have a great week, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!